Good morning, y'all. Ooh, it's a bright. That's bright. Let's see if we can fix that. Now it's dark. Flip this on. And that's a little better. What's up, Mr. Rich and Leo? It's been a while since I seen you. Mr. J Dog going on. Oh, J Dog up early this morning. I've been up for a while. I've been just catching up on the football score. I tried to stay up and watch. Couldn't do it. I've already had some good coffee this morning. Wanting to go fishing, but don't want to get out in the cold. Yeah, I hear you, man. Got to take Eve to the vet. Now, look, what happened, J Dog? Oh, man. What happened to her? That's weird. Eve gets sick. It's not good. We did 15 fish yesterday. Hey, Eve is more important than fish. Tell me about Eve. Mr. Doc Reed. Good morning. There wasn't nobody else live, so I decided I'd go live this morning. I had a chance to go fishing with somebody yesterday, and I just decided I was going to sit around the house, help the kids move, and babysit the baby while they did most of the moving. But then again, I woke up this morning and I looked outside and I said to myself, Lee, if you walk outside and there's snow on the ground anywhere inside, you ain't going. And I looked up against the fence and there's a thin line of snow still left. Nope, Lee's sitting at the house. Her pancreas is messed up and needs surgery. We can't afford it. She ain't ate in 4 days and throwing up blood. Oh my God. I hate to hear that, brother. Let me post this link out here if anybody wants to come up and chit chat a while. There's 7 beautiful, wonderful people up in here this morning. 59 in Missouri this morning, going to be 67 later. Well, it's 33 this morning, I think it was. I would say, J Dog, I would say. All right, Rich, I appreciate you, sir. I think we're supposed to get up to 52 today. I sure hate to hear that. Man, just sad news this morning, y'all. And I hate to hear sad news, but it is, I know that they'll do the correct thing and do what's best for her. Tara, I'm sorry to hear about your dog. It does make me sad. And who else is up in here screeching around? Where's Cody at? I know he ain't out fishing. He only go out once a week. Oh man, it's been a long weekend. Really long. Every morning I roll out of bed, I just keep waiting to walk outside and think, man, it's gonna be warm enough to just fish a lot and start fishing. There's Zachariah. Good morning, Zach. How are you today, buddy? It's Monday. Most people are good. It's a holiday for most people. Some people don't have to work on today. Amy's off today. And I don't think I'm supposed to get any today, so I'll probably end up going fishing here after a while. I'll let it warm up some. I just don't know where I'm going to go yet because I know a guy that went yesterday, and he kind of wanted me to go with him. And he went out to our local Lake Wilgreen, and he didn't do any good. Oh, J Dog. Oh, son. Well, Zach, you got to work to pay for the days that you do want to go fishing. It's just the way the life is, man. So, J Dog, let's get back to that one you had on yesterday. Who was with you? Sammy go with you? That picture you sent, let me see if I can pull that up, y'all. I might be able to get that. Did he send me that? Did you send me that through Facebook? No, you didn't. You did not. Because I don't have that picture. No, I don't have it. No, I have to go to my phone and figure it out. Rambo. Good deal, Zach. Good deal. 42 pound. Hey, man. Somebody posted the other day that it was said in chat or something that they thought it was like the year of the big fish. Man, this winter has been some big fish. Look at the one Bobcat caught the other day. And I'm watching another guy that went out and fished on the Tennessee River, and man, he caught some nice ones. And J Dog's been up there on Ohio on the Licking, and maybe not what they so much as big fish, but he's had a good quantity of fish here lately. So, me personally, I take quantity over big fish. But every now and then, it's nice to have that big one on there to remind you that, hey, this is why we do it, it's to catch big fish. Licking River is firing back up. It's on like Donkey Kong. Son, if I had the gas money, I'd be up there today. I'd drag the tractor up there today. One of these days, I want to come up and do like Chris does. Oh, God, I can't believe I said that. I want to drag the Licking River. But some areas of, the people fish, anchoring is always better. So, don't know why that is, but it is. I was watching the guy this morning, Buggy, Bugman. Tomorrow is a good day. Well, tomorrow's Tuesday. Amy goes back to work. Kids go back to school. It's a long way to drive, J Dog. I just can't swing it. It's a long way to drive. And the company's always better than the fishing, J Dog. You know that. Buggy said, I'm up, got to do work today. Thank God I'm broke. Hey, buddy. I'm so poor I can't even pay attention. That's how broke I am. But I was just bored this morning and got tired of watching YouTube videos and the news and all that crap. And decided to come live and see what my friends online are doing around the world. If I lived on the Tennessee River, you would burn rubber to get there. Yeah. If I could afford to go to Tennessee River, I'd be there. If I could afford to go to the Ohio, I'd be there. I can't afford to pay attention. First order I had in about a month and a half. Hey, Buggy, it's that time of year, wintertime, cold weather. Nobody wants to get out and do nothing. Oh, there they are. I don't have to get up. Oh, thank you, Lord. Oh, them things are dirty. Hello, Uncle Luz. Uncle Loser. I mean, Uncle Lula. Uncle Lou. Uncle Loser. Hey, the only reason I get to go to Tennessee River 9 times out of 10, J-Dog, is because somebody else is helping me foot the bill. Bugman hates me now. Prayer. I went and sent him all the pictures of the fish he could have caught. Oh, there we go. Yep, and the rates are high. Could be a slow year. Yeah, it's a possibility. But people still gonna spend money. It don't make no difference what. I think the government put that shit out just to, I don't know, bunch of crap. I ain't had no breakfast this morning. I'm waiting on somebody to get up and cook me something. I'm probably waiting in long hell, ice of freezing hell before I probably get it. I do have coffee. I told him he was evil and I was going to put a hex on his poles. Is this the professional fisherman show? If only if J-Dog comes up here, then it would become a professional fisherman show. But negative on that when I'm here. Don't you read the name, the guy who can't fish? Good morning, everyone. Listening while getting ready for work. Well, Lance McCougar, the coolest name in fishing. Uncle Lou, won't you come up and discuss something with me? I got something I want to discuss with you. So come on up here. I'll talk to you. Do. Oh, he'll have some kind of excuse when J-Dog always does. He always has some kind of excuse. Oh, I gotta let Frankie out. Oh, Frankie's gotta go poop. Oh, I'm working. Oh, I gotta let Mindy rub my feet. If J-Dog came up there, it would be the professional dumbass show. Hey, buddy, start talking. I'm all ears. Yeah, you are. Mickey Mouse. I'm start calling him Mickey. Now, I just got some very important questions I want to ask about wintertime fishing. And I need very important answers. But, it is what it is. You know me, Uncle Lou. I don't care if I make anybody mad. It don't matter to me. Gonna go make some breakfast later, Keith. Have a good one, buddy. Stay inside. It's much warmer. Well, you missed what I talked about this morning when I said if I walk outside, if I see any snow anywhere, I ain't going. And I walked out on the porch to smoke a cigarette this morning, and I looked up, and there's a fence up there, and it's got a little band of snow underneath it. That's all I needed. I figure it melts out. Everything be melted out of here today. Scott posted a video of, I ain't even been out to the lake at all, but Scott posted a video the other day of Will Green. Oh, I'm pretty sure it was Will Green. It was like a short, and man, it was so much debris on the water. Well, I was watching that guy this morning fish, and he caught one that was, when the water temperature is 41 degrees, Good morning, honey.
Morning.
It's alive. It's alive. A booger hanging out of his arm. Well, he was catching, not catching, he caught a flathead in 41-degree water. They got to eat sometimes, so just being there when they got to eat, I guess. Every fish in the water got to eat sometime or another. You just got to be where they go to eat and when they go to eat. Yeah, that's right, Jado. That's the way I feel about it too. And that one you sent me a picture of that had that crawdad claw coming out, man, that was a bad deal. But that goes to show you they'll eat anytime, anywhere, anything, and what they don't digest comes out. Morning, David. Mr. Rustic, how are you? Well, we've made it up to 14 fantastical people up in here. At 8:47 on January the 16th, Monday morning. Man, it's already halfway through the month of January. You know what? In probably about, let's say, 40 days, it will be perfect. But in God's time, Uncle Lou, it's 8:47. God's time, God's country. Let me rephrase that. And the Winter Blues tournament was held Saturday. It was looked like everybody had a good time fishing. I came in as much as I could, in and out while we were moving. Dang, Rustic, you slept late this morning, son. I'd have been through almost a whole pot of coffee. Amy better get up or it's going to get cold. That's the only thing I don't like about that coffee pot right there. It does not stay on more than an hour. Maybe there's some way to... No, not that one. You can extend the on time. I don't know. Just some kind of Keurig pod and pot maker. Viking said, I'm fishing this Saturday. Viking, where do you actually fish at mostly? Today is the 16th, and I think that winter, hang on. What was that thing called down there? Yeah. Hang on, I'll pull it up on the screen here and show y'all what I'm talking about. This thing here, Wheeler and Wilson on the Tennessee River. Well, the wife was gone 3 days. I got to sleep in. There you go. This is called present, share screen. This This is the thing I'm thinking about trying to fish in. I'm thinking about it. Go ahead and click interested. I think Cody and Larry and Greenwell's going down to fish in it. The tournament fee is $100 per boat. Optional 20 fish for big fish spot. All 100% payback. 3 persons per boat allowed. Rod and reel, no commercial fishing methods allowed. Unlimited rods. 3 fish tournament. 2 fish allowed over 34 inches of any combination, blue, flathead, or channel, with at least 2 licensed anglers in the boat. Big fish of creel must be declared before weigh-in. What's that mean? Of creel. Fish must be alive and well for weigh-in. No stringers or baskets. All the local, state, and federal laws must be observed. Breaking known laws will lead to disqualification. No fishing within 50 yards of another boat. Participating in the tournament with lines in the water. No drugs or alcohol within tournament hours. Live well check at 5:30. May travel to scout or catch bait. Tournament hours are 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Be back at weigh-in by 3:30. No catfishing before or after tournament hours of weigh-in. I've got to figure out what that means. There he is, Cody. Cody. What's that mean? It says the big fish of creel must be declared. Hey, Amy. Where'd she go? Amy. Where'd you go?
Outside.
Why? It's cold.
I'm charging from my car because everyone else charges.
Hey, J-Dog told me that Eve is in bad shape.
Who?
Eve.
Oh, what's wrong?
Said something about her pancreas. Let me go scroll back up here.
She's still young.
Her pancreas is messed up and needs surgery, but they can't afford it. But she hasn't ate in 4 days and is throwing up blood. Oh, okay. So like if I say I'm in the big fish pot for a blue, or I'm in the big fish pot for a channel cat, or a big fish pot for flathead, you would have to declare that before you left the dock. I mean, it's only you take. If I put 3 people in the boat, it's only going to cost. It's $100 entry fee. Then $20 big fish. Is that? I wonder if that $20 big fish per person. Because there's 3 of us in the boat. Do all of us have to pay $20 to be in the big fish pot? And if 3 people are in the boat, you split that out, your fuel. It wouldn't be that bad. And for me, I think Old Hickory's only like 2.5 hours away, so. All per barrel. Well, come, Cody, come up here. I've never done anything like this, so I'm learning. Tell me what you mean by this. Because I'm reading this again. Big fish of creel must be declared where weigh-in. 3 fish tournament. 2 fish allowed over 34 inches of any combination of blue, flathead, or channel cat, with at least 2 licensed anglers in the boat. trying to. Oh, there it is. Sorry. Trying to understand it.
No, you can have. You'll want to have at least 2 people because it's the only way you're going to be able to weigh in your 2 fish over 35 inches. Because on that water, you're only allowed 1 over 35 inches per person. So they do it 2 over 35 and 1 under. But you'll need 2 Tennessee fishing licenses in the boat to be able to weigh in both of your 2 over 35. And the declaring thing, I'm guessing is just when you go up to weigh-ins, you're saying, well, this is my big fish, weigh it. And then they'll weigh it, and then they'll dump your other 2 fish in on top of it and get your total weight. They're not going to weigh each of your fish individually and just say, okay, this was your big fish. I'm guessing is what that means. But I don't know. I've never fished any tournaments myself. But that's the way it reads to me.
Buffalo said if it's a team event, it's per team. So I guess it would be because it's a boat fee.
Yeah, it's per team. All of that is per team. You can't have 2 separate people both enter and fish out of the same boat. It's per team. So whether you had 2 or 3 people in the boat, it's $100. And then of course you want in on the big fish because I mean why not?
Oh yeah, I mean.
So it's $120. Get you 1 person to go with you, or get you 2 people to go with you is even better.
Well, I've got 2 that want to go with me, so.
So yeah, and you'll have a good time. I mean, you'll probably get your butt kicked like we will, but who cares about that? You're liable to win.
Well, yeah, I mean, you blind dog find a bone every now and then, won't it?
Right. Yeah, that's my perspective. I mean, I don't think that I'm going to be near as good a fisherman as most of the guys there, but hey, I've got a chance to luck into something, and no matter what, I'm going to have fun, and you got to start somewhere. Right?
That's my thinking is I've got to start somewhere because I've been noticing that, a lot of these smaller lake tournaments that's to me, I mean, what I'm saying smaller lake tournaments is Taylorsville, and some of those not really should say smaller lake, but some of the smaller payout tournaments and stuff that guys like us can go fish are already putting their schedules out,
Right. Uncle Lou swears by tournaments as far as wanting to learn and just pick up on stuff, because you're around. If I go to the boat ramp today, I'm not going to see anybody else that's as serious about catfishing as I am, But if I go to that and when I meet up at the boat ramp, everybody there is just as serious about catfishing as I am. They all love it. So you're around like-minded people. There's going to be some information spill out. You're going to pick up on things. You're going to learn stuff. It's going to make you a better fisherman. And then also, you're going to get out on the water, and that competitive spirit's going to kick you in, and you're going to try harder. So I think it's good for becoming a better fisherman, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. That's why we're trying it.
Well, Brandon, it's just one of them deals that I've never done it, always wanted to, and it's affordable enough that it can be done, That's my big thing.
So what I read from the comments is what I said was right about declaring your big fish. They're going to weigh it first. It has nothing to do with the species or anything of it. They'll weigh it first, and then they'll throw your other 2 fish in the bucket on top of it and get your total weight. But I think it's going to be. Old Hickory has had some 100-pound fish caught out of it. I mean, multiple of them. I'm not saying that it's often. I mean, it's not like it's known for just massive fish, but it's got some big fish in it. I think the
big thing for me is going somewhere, fishing a different place you've never fished, and having fun with it. With people that you can have fun with.
We're fishing there Saturday.
Y'all going down Saturday and try it out?
Yeah, it'll be our first time ever catfishing it. We've only ever even been there once. We went there skipjack fishing, but we went from the boat ramp, 10 minutes upriver, straight to the skipjack spot. Skipjack fished for 2 hours and then come home. So even that trip wasn't informative in any way. We found out where a good skipjack spot is for the winter, but this Saturday is where we'll learn about it. Uh, I've studied navionics pretty good on it, and then I did I sat down with Jeremy Coveland, which that used to be his home lake. He's from that area, and he went over some spots on navionics with me. When he lived there, he was predominantly a crappie fisherman, but he did catfish it some. Uh, and he's fished this same tournament the first year they had it. I think there was 30 something people in it the first year they had it. He come in fifth, and he told me where he caught his fish. So,
Well, that's what it's all about, learning and figuring out where to go, you know. That's why we do it, to learn how to do things different and better.
if if this goes well, I'm gonna look to start I really would like to look to start a little club series here on Barron. Um, the thing I'm kind of torn on is whether I want it to be a length-based club series, where that way that anybody and everybody that wanted to fish it could, or if a traditional club series. I'm not sure. I guess it would just depend on if I had Daddy put some stuff out on Facebook in some of the Barron River Lake angler groups and see how many people actually have the live well capacity to fish it, a traditional one.
Well, see, that's going to be my thing. I'm going to have to get my live well together, and I pretty much got everything I need now. I just got to get it together.
Well, from what I've watched online, you can get by with just a truck toolbox or something similar size.
That's what I got going on. So,
and a bilge pump piped into a piece of PEX with little holes drilled in it that sprays the water right back down on top of your tank, and then get you a second bilge pump to throw overboard that pumps the water into the tank, and then when you want to pump it out, you throw the other end off the boat and you drop the second bilge pump down in the tank. You know? And I'm sure you could get by with just one and just undo the plumbing, but you can get bilge pumps for like $17 on Amazon. So you're better off just to have your aerated one.
Well, that one they got at Walmart, it's actually got the brackets that it attach to the floor, you know.
Yeah, look up on Amazon before you buy one at Walmart. I think, how much are they? Aren't they like 40 at Walmart?
No, they're like $24 at Walmart.
Okay. So, you know, for $10 worth of pipe and fittings from Lowe's and the 2 cheap bilge pumps, if you already got a toolbox or a tote or whatever, you know, a tank, a water tank, whatever you're going to use, you can make one relatively cheap.
I got everything to do it. I just I'm waiting on warmer weather to go out where I can just sit down and fool with it. Oh, that don't bother me, Uncle Lou, because I know they all got to drop their doors and take a crap just like I do. So people like it don't bother me.
Brandon,
I'm just there to have fun.
Brandon, I'm not sure. I'm assuming they'll have the tournament director supplies that, but that's a good question. I probably need to figure it out. As far as the fancy boats and stuff, I mean, I get nervous. Heck, Saturday I was stressed out because I wanted to do good in Saturday's tournament. Didn't do as good as we wanted to do, but it is what it is. Trying to stay relaxed and just enjoy it can be a little hard if you want to do good.
But see, what's going to help me, Uncle Lou, is he said, don't let the big names and fancy boats get in your head at the ramp. What's going to help me is I don't know none of them anyway. So I'll probably see Cody and Larry and Mike, and they're probably the only ones I actually know.
I think Randall's going to fish it too.
Well, I've only met him one time, so
But
I'll say it like this: the only one I got to beat is Cody and Larry and Mike.
as far as the big names, I'm not familiar with who's the big names in the tournament world, you
neither.
know. And I'm sure there's not going to be that many like huge names there for this tournament, but there might be. But I know a good looking boat when I see one, so I can spot that much.
Hey, where did y'all place that in the Winter Blues, Cody?
What's that?
Where did y'all place that in the Winter Blues?
I think third of the day, but it won't be third overall. There'll be some people that do great next week. We only we only caught 2 fish. We had some bites and stuff. We only caught 2 fish though. We caught a 8.5 pounder and a 40 pounder, and that's it. I think we ended it with like 40.7 something or something like that, or 48.7 something total.
Hey, Uncle Lou, he said you will once you pull into the parking ramp. If I look at them boats, then I turn around and I look at my boat, and I'm gonna say, hey, guess what? My boat's a fishing boat. That's a show boat.
I mean, Randall gonna fish it out of a I think 17-foot John boat. So I mean, heck, and we're just fishing out of a cheap tracker. But oh well, make the best of it. Do what we got to do, and
Have fun. And having fun.
He's not rustic.
Sound like y'all got the sniffles down there.
I wake up every morning with dang heck of a cough until I get up moving a lot and it hangs around.
Uncle Lou had been there, done the same thing, and said the same things you are right now. I ain't gonna say I ain't gonna look over and say, dang, that's super nice. Matching rods, matching rod rack, matching boat, matching outfits. Guess what? Your hook's got to be down there just like mine.
Uncle Lou, I'm gonna get me some jerseys made. Big Uncle Lou team sponsor logo right in the center of the chest of it.
Get me a white T-shirt and get me some orange duct tape put across it. Oh, I was a little bored this morning. I thought, well, come on here and do a little live, get people going this morning.
Get a 9 and you put it down, and you have 2 ones.
Oh, there's that troublemaker. I hear him in the background now.
Yeah. Yeah, they're at school today.
Yeah, there ain't no school here either. So Lee did that to me the other day. He looked at me and said, damn, that is nice. Well, you're not supposed to tell everything, J-Dog.
But Chad said, no matter what, don't throw any fish back until you've got your 3 fish. He didn't care if it was 1 or 2 pounders. Weigh them in because there'll be a bunch of people that don't weigh nothing in. Your name will be that much higher on the list. He said, just wait. Keep your first 3 fish no matter what, so you got something to weigh in. Even if you know it ain't good enough to get in the money, weigh it in.
Well, that'll be my goal is to go at least put 3 fish in the weigh-in. That's my goal. I don't care, to put 3 fish into the weigh-in.
What is this tournament?
It's February the 18th, I believe it is.
Yeah, long as I weigh in 3 fish, I'll be happy. But like, if I had to say like what my real aspiration is, I want to finish in the top 10. I mean, it might not happen, but I would love it if I could finish in the top 10.
Well, like I said, I just want to put in 3 fish in the boat and weigh them in.
Right? Yeah, I'm not going to be disappointed at all if I can get my 3 fish. Heck yeah, that's a victory. But like setting firm goals, lofty goals, I feel like I'm obviously not shooting to win it because I don't think that's even in the realm possibility for us. But top 10, I'll be ecstatic.
It's the winter whiskers of Old Hickory Lake. I'd never even heard of that lake till one day, I think last year, you brought it up and said y'all thought about going down there. I think y'all said y'all was thinking about going down or going down or something.
Yeah, we were going to go down there and fish last year, but it was right before that big snowstorm, and then the day we were supposed to go, there was 4 inches of snow on every ramp around.
And I looked at that place on Navionics. I've been on it looking around at different places, and that's actually like the Cumberland River, ain't it?
Yeah.
It comes in, it comes out.
Yeah. Yeah, I've studied Navionics on it pretty good.
And me personally, I wouldn't fish it any different than when I go to the other places in Tennessee. I guess until I get there and actually see it. I say that now, but when you get there and you actually see it, you might have more current from where I normally fish at, or it might have none.
Run the buoys. Do not get out of the channel. It is
shallow.
Everything but the channel is.
Okay, so y'all have both.
Especially because I guess my Navionics might be out of date or something. Probably need to get an update on it because it only shows, I don't know, maybe it's summer pool or winter pool that it's showing. Maybe I'm doing it wrong.
Well,
I need to buy me one of them cards that goes in my Garmin.
Your Garmin shouldn't require a card
to update it.
No.
Well, how do I update the charts on it?
I mean, I've never updated ours, but I don't think you have to buy a card to update it.
Well, I thought I had to buy what they call a lake card.
No.
Lake River, water card that you put in it and with updated.
Drop that link. Tell Uncle Lou get up here. He can answer these questions quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Shoot, he won't come up here.
Tell him donate 5 minutes of his time.
Because as well as I do that some of those rivers, it changes. Who is that? Who was that? Active Captain. I tried to get that crap. I didn't understand it. And I was told that I didn't need to fool with Active Captain. I figured I'd just tie it into my Wi-Fi while it's sitting in the driveway and it would go on and do it.
It might.
Now, Brandon, you're over my head when you say tie it to your laptop. I tried to do that Active Captain on it, and it was above my head. So once you leave the ramp, you've checked in with the live well, you can go scout and catch bait.
Yeah, and if you're really going to fish it, be there plenty early so they can check your live well at 5:30, and we're going straight to the skipjack spot. It won't take it takes 10 minutes to run up there. We're going and you go catch you some fresh bait right then. So I'm gonna be there. I'm trying to be first one in line to get my live well check so I can go catch bait right off the bat and scan a few spots. Who's gonna fish it with you?
If I told you that, I ain't 100% sure, but I'm thinking Lucky Ronnie and 2.0 is.
Heck yeah.
Brandon said, so Lee, your plan is to follow Cody. No.
No, I'm just saying I'll show him where a good skipjack spot is. I mean, want him to have some fresh bait, you know.
How far is it from y'all?
The spot, Old Hickory
Yeah.
and Iron Drive.
If I'm not mistaken, Garmin has a card they sell too. I've not really dug into it really hard. I'm pretty sure they do. It's a lake card, so you buy it and it's active, updated lakes and creeks and rivers and.
Yeah, but your unit's not old. It should have all that same information already on it.
Because I really don't understand how how it updates with the rivers anyway, because with the floods and the currents and the rivers and that stuff, the bottom changes so much.
Yeah, and no update's going to update that soon. I mean, but like Barron, our units older or same, our units that we bought way before yours were still good and relevant now, and the Old Hickory that's on it's good. I mean, all the lakes I've been to, it's been really accurate. I never had to update anything. I mean, rivers that are constantly changing, no matter what update you do, unless they're out there rescanning it every time it changes, which they're not, it's not going to do anything for you.
I don't know much about it. I'm learning, so updates do different things, not just depth stuff.
Right. They update software, the way stuff's processed.
Well, I don't know. I'm gonna learn it. I've been trying to learn it. My bad thing is I learn it and then I forget it within the next 24 hours. It's like my fishing. I can remember where to catch a fish and then you go back 24 hours later and I don't remember nothing.
J-Dog, I don't have a chance no matter who's in it. I can't fish worth a lick.
Well, I asked Ronnie if he wanted to fish it, and he never said yay or nay. He just said he'd look into it. But if J-Dog come down, he can fish it with me.
J-Dog going to do. J-Dog.
I'm just hoping the weather's going to be pretty good, J-Dog said, what, Cody?
There's the link. Come up and formally accept while you've got time.
Yeah, there you go. bring Sammy with you, so me, J Dog, and Rambo on the boat. Oh Lord, be hands down. You would have your hands full then, Cody. I bring 2 professionals down with me. See, there he goes. There he goes.
J-Dog, I'm asking you first. Go with him.
And I need a 100% commitment. Not none of this. Well, what if? Oh yeah. Brandon, you know what my homework's gonna be? He said, well, let me ask Amy. Yeah, I probably need to because I ain't even asked her if I can fish it yet. But if I already make plans and have people come and say, she'll feel guilty and let me go.
Uncle Lou, you know what my wife asked me last night? She said, you got plans to go meet up with J-Dog, fish with him, and you're always wanting to go travel places to fish. Why hadn't you went to Iowa yet and fished with Uncle Lou? You talk to him all the time. I took that as permission.
There you go. If you go drive the 14 hours, let me know because I'll jump in the back of the truck, ride in the back. See, we'll take the boat, go up there, and we'll take our bows, and we'll go fishing. We'll go deer hunting. Is that my phone going off, or is that yours?
Doug, you've got a boat for sale.
I've thrown around the idea about going for a while now. So about this tournament, I can't get no commitments. I might just go by myself.
Well, you can fish it by yourself, but Lee, you really want a partner because
Oh yeah, I know that.
well, just for the simple weigh-in part, because you're only allowed to have one fish 35 inches over 35 inches yourself, where if you got 2, you get to have 2. So you need that second person to make yourself competitive.
I'm gonna get a 35-inch fish that weighs 75 pounds. Pay about that big around.
Stuff a car battery in its stomach.
Hey, they did that at a walleye tournament, didn't they? Bugman said, if you can't get anyone, I can't fish with a lick, but I'm a warm body. We'll see about how warm that is.
J-Dog's going to fish it with him. Look here.
I have to get 100% commitment.
Now, look here. They check you live wells at 5:30. That means there's a Waffle House right up the road. We'll meet you at 4 a.m. We'll have us a good breakfast before we go over and get our live wells checked.
J-Dog just put it out there. He said, no, he's not. He won't get off the Ohio River. I really blew my mind. We went to Barron, and he was there at the Barron River that day. Then he didn't fish, did he?
Uh-uh.
Oh, see there? Mm-hmm.
You going? So when you leaving, baby?
I'll probably in about an hour or so. Thank you for asking.
Yeah.
Well, what time is it? We made it to 9:30. Amy, can I fish today?
You don't need my permission.
All right.
Uncle Lou, how far are you from the confluence? That's probably still a really far drive from him.
There you go, Eric. 39 days till Catcom. Cody said, eat Waffle House, get live wells checks, then get the sharks. You got to eat the cheese, Eric. Brandon, you got to eat the cheese. Uncle Lou, I may just surprise you all and drive to a central location to you all for a few days during the week this spring of the Missouri and Mississippi. I tried to tell you that last year, remember? I said, you drive 6 hours, we drive 6 hours. We'll be in the middle.
I was looking at like it's Wickliffe, Kentucky, but there's also it borders a few states, so you could call it a few other states too. But it's right there where the Mississippi and the Ohio come together.
Is that where Cairo is too?
Yep. There you go. You are. That's where it's at.
Then Uncle Lou will show us how to fish the big waters.
Or we all meet and go fish the Alton pool together.
Alton, Illinois.
That's where Epic fishes. Where is somewhere that's halfway? We do need to come up with somewhere that's halfway.
It would probably be up past St. Louis some.
Yeah, I'm guessing somewhere around the St. Louis area.
Because from my house, I could be in St. Louis in 6.5 hours. It's probably only about 5 for y'all, ain't it?
Where's that?
To St. Louis?
I have to look. I don't know. I ain't been to St. Louis.
We went down there for the World Archery thing that time, and it took us 6.5 hours to get there.
Just those biscuits.
Uncle Lou, we made that mistake with a school bus. Stopped on the east side of that, right on the river. And they were gangbangers everywhere.
It's a 5-hour drive for us.
That's right, Art. 6.5 hours. You acting like you educated. You from Virginia, son. Art, 1 Ton Fishing Club.
All right, Uncle Lou, how far are you from Alton, Illinois?
That's like the pot calling the kettle black, ain't it, Art?
We need to go. We can meet in Alton, Illinois if it ain't too far from you. It's about a 5-hour drive because it's just right on the other side of St. Louis.
Hey, there's a casino there too. It's 5 hours and 44 minutes to Alton, Illinois from my house.
It's 8 hours from him. I thought he'd be closer to him than that.
All right, so if we drove another hour, that would put us in. Man, I didn't know. Well, the Illinois River comes in there too, don't it?
Yeah, there's another. Is that the Illinois River that comes into the Mississippi right there?
Yeah, the Illinois River comes in, then the Missouri comes in, to the Mississippi, and then Ohio all comes in. think. I'm looking
Well-
at the map. I can't. It ain't showing me. No, the Ohio comes in way down there. Because if we, man, yeah, the Ohio. Comes into the Mississippi, like you say, at Cairo and Wycliffe. If you want to fish where the Missouri comes into the Mississippi, man, it's a long way up there.
Sioux City, Iowa's 7 hours and 35 minutes from Alton. So,
Well, Alton is probably in 2 hours, maybe an hour, by the looks of it, to Paducah. Long daggone way. He said, "Do you see Caruthersville on that map?"
yeah, Caruthersville's only 4 hours for me.
Why now? Where in the heck is Caruthersville at?
Caruthersville's
Is
South.
it west of, south of St. Louis?
no, it's on the Tennessee Missouri line, south of Kentucky. It looks like it's about an hour south of the confluence we're talking about.
Is it? Oh, it's Missouri, ain't it?
He said, "Don't go there. It's the hottest place on earth."
I see Cooter, Missouri. That's what it's called, Cooter. That's where we want to fish. There still ain't no daggone Caruthersville. When I put in Caruthersville, oh, there it is. Permascott County Sheriff's Office in Caruthersville, Missouri.
You know, let's see here.
I found it. He said since Alton's only a few miles from St. Louis, like 8 hours. Look at that big bend right there in the Kentucky and Tennessee where the Missouri and Mississippi and all that.
How far is Uncle Lou from Lake of the Ozarks?
Oh, shoot. Where is the Lake of those? Or it's in Arkansas, ain't it?
It's in Missouri, ain't it? I think it's Missouri.
Been there before. Oh, we used to live there.
I think that's probably 8 hours for both of us. He's not going to that lake.
I
know
used
the
to go
Tommy-
to way between the lakes fishing. I mean, hunting all the time. And stayed in Calvert City. And back then, though, I didn't really didn't do a whole lot of fishing, so I didn't realize how close I was to all that with Tennessee and Ohio come in. I think it's somewhere around through here is where Mike Greenwell fishes anyway, ain't it?
I ain't sure.
No, he way up here. That's a long damn way too.
Well, Uncle Lou, I'll
Long
call
damn
you.
way.
And me and Daddy normally go on a week-long crappie fishing trip in the spring. But if we could make plans to meet up somewhere, I'd skip out on that trip this year, and that's just plan to meet somewhere that ain't a terrible drive for both of us.
Yeah, Jody, he's got his wheelchair on lockdown, so he can use both hands to type. Miss Jody, how you doing this morning?
Ooh. Well, I'm gonna get off here.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna end it out too and get ready to go fishing. I'm gonna go spend a few hours out on the water somewhere.
All right, well, we'll tune in for it. See ya.
Nah, I won't be live. You know better than that. All right, Cody. Thanks for coming up, bud. Well, somebody that can't Lee, you misspelled your name. You need to take the last T out of it. Lee. No, I didn't read that code. He made me go read the whole thing over again. The guy who can't fish. That's the truth. So, why is my camera like jerky? Or is it my eyes? No, it's the camera. It ain't the table. It's the camera. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Jody, there's a guy told me one time, and I am a firm believer of it now that I've been fishing for a couple of years now, that you are only as good as the waters that you fish. I don't care. Them guys that go fish the Potomac, they fish the James, they fish the Tennessee, they fish, down there toward the Mississippi. There's all kinds of keys on there, Jody. There's keys there, there's keys there, there's keys there, and a fly swatter to keep Amy in line. But you're only as good as the waters you fish. So, all these people that fish these big waters and catching a lot of fish are in areas where the fish are. So, if you really sit down and think about it, that's true to an extent. That's true 100%. I take this as an example. When you go down there and fish, you're not guaranteed, but you will catch fish because you can get to your spot with your tune or boat where there's predominantly more fish in the water. Well, you go up to the Ohio River and the water is different and there's not as many fish in there due to commercial fishing. So the people that fish that water have to spend more time on the water to get the same amount of fish as y'all do. Well, yeah, big ones are different. Big fish are different. But as for me personally, like I said earlier, I like catching a lot of fish. I don't care if they're really big or not. I like catching fish in action. Don't get me wrong. A big fish is nice to hang into, like I would know. So, well, what's the temperature? What is the temperature today? Your best anglers are part of a network that shares spots and how the fish is going in different parts of the river. They share information. Yeah, that is true. You got that right. You got that right. But it's just a proven fact that at any given time of the year, certain waters are going to produce more fish, bigger fish. You know, I've listened to y'all throughout the past 2 years, and it's just my opinion. I mean, they're like buttholes. Everybody's got one. What's wrong, Amy?
I don't feel good today.
Uh-oh. She don't feel good. Well, I think I'm going to get off here and go summer fishing. I might go down to the old, well, I'd say the river's probably rolling right now. All that rain. I don't want to go down there and fight that current. All them logs and not knowing a whole lot about it. But I appreciate y'all coming in today. And thank y'all for hitting the thumbs up if you can. And we'll see y'all on the flip side. Love each and every one of you.